Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to give you an update on the mature American chestnut trees. It's been a while since we've done an update. This will be our spring update. I just haven't been out here for a while, and I mean, nothing's really changed because it was cold weather. But we do have some things I want to get into in this video, and I'll give you an update on the trees and the blight that's on them, and you know how this usually goes. All right guys, let's get right into it. All right guys, we are going to start here at the smaller American chestnut tree, and as you can see, it's right there. The problem we are having is it is not able to get enough sunlight to pollinate the other big tree because you got all these trees around it. So what we're going to do today is get rid of these maple trees. We tried last year, but we were not successful. And now they are going to get leaves again. Now let's go over here to this one. This one took more damage than the other one, but as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to bud out. But once those are gone, this American chestnut right here will be able to get a lot of sun from this hole right here, which should allow it to pollinate this year, or if not this year, next year. So that one right there, got to get it killed and get this one killed. And then you'll have that big hole right there where this little puppy can grow right up through it. We'll give an in-depth look at this tree in a minute. Let's get our machete and take care of the problem. All right, guys, we got our machete out here. This is a very good brand of machete. It is so incredibly sharp, or at least it was. I don't know how sharp it is now, but it was extremely sharp. So let me take this right here. Let's find out how sharp it still is. Still pretty good. I don't think you want to see me whack at this for like 10 minutes, so. Definitely needs sharpened. Okay guys, I think it is pretty much done. I got it the whole way around and it is bleeding pretty badly. I figured this is a sugar maple. The bark's weird though. I'm not sure. I know it's a maple, but like what kind of maple is the question. But we did a pretty good number on this now. Yeah, I hate cutting trees, but at the same time, I mean, the American chestnut obviously is, you know, way more important than this like small maple tree. So hopefully with this gone, the American chestnut will be able to pollinate. Okay guys, we've done a number on this one as well. That one right there was cut the whole way around, but apparently these two are connected. So it was giving it enough water to sprout out. So hopefully that problem is minimized now. Then we got this one over here that wasn't cut. Now it is. So hopefully this one was a big deal because this one is what takes up all the light. Hopefully it actually dies this year. I did not know that right there, that connection right there, would be enough to give it enough water to survive. As you can see, like last year we had to cut the whole way around, but right there, that's what's feeding it. So this will have to be chopped a few more times. But I think we're good. Okay guys, this is definitely one of our most important trees. We couldn't get anywhere without it, at least for the next like 10 years. So as you can see, I don't see any blight to worry about yet at all. I think it's grown a lot since we first introduced this tree, but I don't see any blight wounds. We're doing great, and hopefully this year it can pollinate because the bigger tree is behind us, probably about, I don't know, I would say 30 feet behind us, maybe less. So hopefully this year, with that one gone and that one gone, it'll be able to get enough light so we can actually pollinate, and then our pollination problem will be solved because, you know, the other big mature American chestnut, you know, if you've been following up, you know, it died. So it was not able to pollinate last year. But no blight that worries me. I don't really even see any active blight. I don't even think that's blight. I think that's just grow cracks. But we're doing really great. All right, guys, let's get on to the most prized tree. All right, guys, here we have the mature American chestnut in all of its glory. As you can see, we are having a lot of fight with blight on this tree. Like, this tree's a beast, though. It's taken all of this blight. And I'm pretty sure those orangish ones are blight, but it heals them as soon as they appear. Definitely some, you know, some tolerance in this tree. Believe it or not, people say, oh, tolerance doesn't exist. But, you know, if tolerance didn't exist, this wouldn't have ever happened. This tree would have succumbed to the blight a long time ago. Clearly, this tree has some either very good genetics or it has just adapted to the blight a little bit. Like, even up there on that one limb, I don't think you can see it, but it was a blight wound, and all these blight wounds have healed. I am worried because there's a lot more marks that look like blight that are appearing, but so far, so good. If you're new here, this is the big sunken crack that was a big blight wound, but it did end up healing. I'm definitely worried about this tree. I'm hoping it can live long enough for the tree over there to be able to pollinate it. But it's definitely grown in size since I first saw it, like a lot in size. But, you know, there's a lot of blight that just keeps on attacking it. Just keeps it up, keeps it up, keeps it up. But the tree has been putting up a big fight. Obviously, I am skeptical about its survival, considering how bad chestnut blight is. May only have a few years left with this tree, but hopefully we can get a big crop of nuts off it so we can save its genetics. But definitely a magnificent sight. People get mad at me when I don't hold the camera still enough, but it's like, how long do you want me to hold it in one spot? Soon we'll get the leaves on it. The leaves are awesome on this tree. The giant, if you are new here, it just has massive leaves. I can't wait to get a video, like a summer update on it, or late spring update, I guess I'd call it. But we're doing great. The way this dirt is humped up here, it's like this came off a stump sprout. Because look at this big hump. It's just on a big hump, unless it's on a rock or something. But to me, it looks like it might have been a stump sprout. Not sure about that, but kind of looks like one. That was a big stump if it was. I don't know if you can see well, but this whole area right here is heaved up. I kind of worry about it falling over because it leans a little bit, but I don't know. I think it should be fine. But that's really all for the update. Nothing really that worries me. Some of the blight wounds that I saw during the winter have actually sealed up since I saw them, so that's good. Very rare to see this kind of fight back. That's probably the one that worries me the most right there, but I don't know, it looks like it's healing up. Really weird to see this kind of fight back from an American chestnut. All right, guys, here we are. Once again, at the biggest of all the trees that sadly has succumbed to the blight. If you're new here, let's go over here and show you guys the damage. I'm pretty sure that this is all callus layer right here. This tree did its best to survive the blight. It tried and tried and tried, but over time, it just was not able to. I don't know if this is callus layer or not, but it sure does look like callus. Callus, I guess that's the original. I don't know, or maybe that is, yeah. Maybe this is, no, I don't think the sugar layer gets hard. I don't know, but it definitely had some good genetics or some blight tolerance. As you can see right there, it formed callus layer to try to stop the blight, which is usually, you know, unusual for a American chestnut. And as you can see more right there, it tried its best. And then there was a newer one up there that formed last year. It tried, and it tried, and it tried, and it failed ultimately. Sad, very sad, but you know, we have all these stump sprouts right here with deer keep eating off, which is not a good thing. Honestly, this thing just needs cut down and let one of these shoots grow up, which is not going to be easy considering the whole base has like a couple hundred on it. These right here, I think are still alive. That one right there, even that has blight on it. That's still alive, I'm pretty sure. Could try to do some grafting. There's even blight on these little limbs, and it was like, as you could, it was like sealing up, I could see. So definitely this tree had a lot of fight. It was a pretty decent sized tree, like with a can comparison. Probably around 30 years old. And last year, if you saw, we found 2 American chestnuts. One was right there. One was back there. Sadly, the one died. I mean, the roots were very shallow, so it didn't do much. And it was also like, you know, like that big. Plus, the ground out here was like really bad, so it was growing on rock. And it wouldn't have grown up here anyway if anyone thinks, oh, you killed it. Like, there's not really room for it to grow. And deer would have just eaten it off, so. Oh well. And plus, it was, once again, it was growing on rocks. But the other one, the second one, is doing great. So we still have that one. Plus, we have the other 2 trees, which we found in fall, I believe, that we're going to get to right now. All right, guys, here is one of them. This one seems to be the one that's not as healthy. I mean, it's still not, like, doesn't look like it's in danger, but there are definitely blight wounds on it. But I can't stress, like, the importance of these 2, because these 2 are close together. They're growing up together. So they're close enough. They'll be producing pollen. So we're definitely going to get nuts if these 2, you know, survive another like 5 years. As you can see, it's a pretty decent sized little tree. I don't know how old. I would guess 10 maybe less. I don't know, maybe like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Definitely not 5 years. Probably 7 maybe. I'm not really sure on estimating the age, but it's a cute little tree. And obviously the importance of this is we haven't got any nuts yet that were viable. And we only have found, well, we found the 2 saplings, like I said, and the one died. So we have the 1 sapling. We got to get offspring to continue these genetics on another property. So let's get right here and get close. Another thing I got to worry about is deer are going to be trying to horn this tree soon. So I need to get something around it before a buck comes in here and destroys the whole thing. But as you can see, it has a little bit of a fight going on if those are not grow cracks. I don't believe those are grow cracks. I'm pretty sure those are blight. Look right here and look right here. Could be grow cracks, could be blight. Some of these were orange last time I was here. It looks like blight to me. I packed that with mud because it looked bad. But just a little tree. But it was awesome finding these. I was like amazed when I found them. I was like, oh, we got another one. This one's doing decent. Not as good as its brother. And that tree, that maple probably needs to go so this tree can get more sunlight. Another thing I'll have to do. I just don't feel like cutting it down right now. But awesome discovery. Let's get on to its brother. We're gonna get distracted here for a second. Bear with me, don't leave. This rock, my brother and my cousin cleaned off. There was a bunch of dirt on it, like moss and stuff. It's laying right there. They cleaned this off and it's so shiny. And there's some like fossils in it. I don't know. It's just really cool. I don't know if it was the best idea for them to clean this off, considering the sun might damage it. Because sometimes rock just breaks apart when in sunlight. I don't know. Give me your thoughts on this. Maybe we should paint it. Maybe that would like give it a protective layer. But overall, it looks really awesome. If we didn't have a deer stand in the way, I would put a little hut or something on it. But you don't want it to be in the way of the deer stand. But pretty cool. This rock looks like it was on top of it one time, unless it like slid up out of the ground and then it's shifted over. All right, guys, let's get back to the chestnut trees before you guys leave the video. All right, guys, this tree is a little bit bigger, as you can see. Overall, there's like really nothing on it. I don't see like any blight on it except for that, which I'm not even sure if that's, I can't even focus on it, but I don't know if that's blight or not, but it doesn't really look like there's anything affecting this little guy. Once again, the deer are stupid and they will come here and rub on all over this and kill it. And I would be very disappointed and very mad at myself for not protecting it. So next time I come here, I have to protect these 2 before the deer you know, rub on them. But this one's pretty good size. There's a hole for it to go up through. Obviously that one limb on that tree doesn't help because it's like overshadowing it, but it has a hole it can go up through. It's just awesome discovery because these two are in close proximity. The other one is up the hill a little bit, but hopefully in the future these two survive. They'll be able to pollinate each other. The weird thing is this one's bigger. This one's bigger, doesn't have like signs of blight. That other one's smaller and is covered in little patches that look like blight. So that's very interesting. And I know this is an American chestnut because I saw it when it had leaves. It's kind of confusing when the trees don't have leaves because you're like, is this the tree I'm supposed to be looking at? And if I ended up, you know, looking at the wrong tree, I'd tell you, but I'm pretty sure from the last video this is it because it was beside this rock right here. So yeah, it's doing really good so far. So far, so good. Great future ahead, and hopefully this tree right here will be producing nuts from years to come when it finally starts. I don't even know how long it's going to take to start. Probably, I don't know. I'd say 5 years probably, or something like that. Especially since it doesn't have full sun yet. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update on the American chestnuts. Pretty good update. Not really too much has changed. You'll get obviously a better update when the leaves come out and things start going into full swing. I just saw a buck rub, which really scares me considering those chestnuts are pretty small. So I got to get back up here at some point and get something around them before, you know, the deer destroy them. The deer destroy something so rare. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update. A lot of stuff coming for the American chestnuts. I'll get a sapling update out, hopefully in the near future. All right, guys, as always, don't forget to drop a like on this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe for more content. And as always, keep it electrified. I'll see y'all later.